Thank you. All right.
How would you design the cloud? If you could start from the beginning, how would you build it? Would it be smarter? With truly consistent performance? Would you give a startup the same security of a Fortune 500? Would you give a Fortune 500 the same agility as a startup? We would, and we did. We had a choice between improving on what already exists or creating a better cloud. We went with the latter. This is a new cloud with new rules. Because when it comes to your company, you know what you need. So we put you in control, giving you the power to build and run the applications your business needs. With the confidence that your most sensitive data is protected, created with scalability and ease of use at its core. All this so you can experiment and expand at a moment's notice. It's time for a new cloud with new rules. Introducing Verizon Cloud.
All right. Good morning, everyone. It's really great to be here, and I hope you found that video as exciting as I do. I'm here to talk about a new cloud with new rules. Let me begin by saying that just a few years ago, we were having a serious debate about whether a cloud was a fad or something real. And even today, everyone has an opinion about what the cloud is, what it should do, and even how it works. But one thing is certain, the cloud is here to stay. From Fortune 500 companies to virtually every startup out there, companies are embracing the cloud out of necessity. We need to be more agile and innovative as the speed of business has continued to accelerate. We need to develop new products and services faster. We need to break the old rules and embrace new business models. But for innovation to really take off, the cloud has to be more than it is today. Simply put, we need a fundamentally better cloud. So let's take a look at where the cloud is falling short. Businesses need to support creativity and enable disruption, and the cloud should be the answer. But in many cases, it's the answer for only certain types of workloads and applications. So what's holding the cloud back? One of the biggest concerns is performance. It's inconsistent, it's not guaranteed, and it's preventing a lot of work from being done in the cloud. Users also want more control, but a lack of direct control due to the cloud's multi-layer dependencies causes frustration across the board. New components and tools have made it more complex to manage your applications in the cloud. And of course, security, compliance, and data protection is always a concern. All of these issues raise the question, how would you design a better cloud? This is a question that we've spent a lot of time at over the last 2 years, working with customers, partners, and investing in new technologies, with the simple goal of getting more workloads to be able to be run in the cloud faster, with higher quality, and lower costs. The question I'll ask you is, how would you design a better cloud if you had all of the resources of Verizon? Of course, you'd start with performance and control. Users want superior performance, fast provisioning, and great raw performance for networking and storage. And of course, the control about where you apply that performance and where you don't. Next, you take on the multi-tenancy issues directly. Everyone wants the value of shared resources and capacity on demand, but they don't want to worry about the multi-tenancy effects and noisy neighbors. We want more than just a virtual private networking experience. We want an environment that behaves as if we were the only one on it, as if it was a fully dedicated environment to just our work. And finally, we want to be able to instantly get the resources we want, where we want them, without increased security risks. We don't want to have to choose one cloud for generic cloud resources and another one to get enterprise class reliability, performance, and quality. In other words, we want access with confidence. So we're introducing a new cloud with new rules. The Verizon Compute Cloud was built with three things in mind: flexibility, performance, and control. We use the term reserved performance to show how we've changed the cloud. You now have the ability to set the CPU performance, your network bandwidth, and your storage performance on each and every virtual machine you deploy. Not only can you adjust the performance, but we'll guarantee that performance. Doesn't matter if there's other people in the cloud, the hour of the day, or the day of the year. We can give you consistent performance. This means that for the first time, you can run your applications in a multi-tenant cloud and not feel the effects of multi-tenancy. This means that you can run those important and even critical applications in the cloud. The Verizon Cloud has also done away with cloud bundles, giving users complete control over the resources that they deploy. Instead of forcing our users to compromise and choose the pre-selected settings of CPU, memory, and storage, the Verizon Cloud allows you to independently set these parameters and build the machines you exactly want. You set each of these parameters and you only pay for what you use. Speaking of control, this new platform also gives the user complete freedom with their networks. You can create any number of networks you want, and you can even connect multiple networks to a single virtual machine. Unlike many public clouds, this is a true Layer 2 network. This means it supports things like broadcast and multicast, and the user can even run their own protocols over these configured networks. We've also enhanced the storage capability significantly, so a single disk can be attached to multiple virtual machines. This allows our customers to build real clusters in the cloud and high availability applications. This new cloud was designed to make cloud management simple. Controls and configurability we just talked about gives you a completely new way to manage your performance. You just set a dial. This cloud also allows its users to choose their flavor of their virtual machine. Everything from VMware to Zen. This platform supports the drivers and the tools that they already use. No longer do you have to change what you're doing excuse me. You don't have to change what you're doing to adjust to the choices that the cloud provider made. This simplifies your development, qualification, and management processes. Finally, we have brought our world-class security to this platform. From protecting your data and isolating your networks, we use our secure, certified data centers, our private IP networking, our denial of service protection service, so that we give the customers the choice on how they want to access and control their environments. This new cloud allows you to build the exact environment you need, from low-end systems that can be used for development and test, all the way through critical applications that require both consistent performance and reliability. This cloud can do it all. And you only pay for what you need on an hourly basis. So we're introducing the Verizon Cloud. It's an integrated global infrastructure as a service platform that provides agility and economic benefit of public cloud while providing reliability and performance needed to support critical applications. We've made a public cloud behave as if it were running on dedicated resources for each user. It's the first cloud to allow the user to build and pay for exactly what they need, and allowing them to set the capabilities, the performance levels for computing, networks, and storage. It allows the creation of virtual machine to be completed in seconds, ensuring that the resources necessary for your applications are available when needed. As you can see in my before and after slide, we'll be able to offer you the advantage of a high-performance integrated system that is simple to use, it's secure and reliable. And it's one that enables your business to get the most out of the cloud today and in the future. But wait, that's not all. We're also introducing the Verizon Cloud Storage Platform. The Verizon Cloud Storage is a platform providing reliable, durable, and cost-effective storage accessible from anywhere on the internet. Our object storage system is a robust, web-accessed storage capability, making it ideal for archiving of data, sharing content, and it supports a myriad of applications. This platform supports the S3 API for storing and retrieving your data. This service takes advantage of the Verizon Cloud Compute Platform to encode and distribute your data and provides options for multi-data center protection to protect against device and even data center failures. The storage service also lets the customer use the platform to encrypt their data for added protection and security. This service delivers the same reliability, security, and simplicity as the new compute platform. Now look, I can tell you a lot about choice and control, but I'd like to show you a quick demo just to see how easy it is to create your resources and manage the performance. Okay, let's take a look at how easy it is to create and control your infrastructure. We're going to start off with the number of machines that have already been created, showing both Windows and Linux servers. If we go to Create a VM, you'll see that we have a variety of templates to choose from, including the Windows and Linux VMs. Once we select a Windows server, you just have to give it a name. And then optionally provide a description. If we move on to how you control this resource, you have the ability to select small, medium, and large VMs like you'd see in most clouds, but you also have this custom capability. It'll let you pick a large VM with a lot of processing power and high speeds, but maybe just a little bit of memory. At the same time, you could select to have a lot of memory and just a little bit of processing power to match the needs of your application. Before we create the VM, let's look at some of the other options. You can attach this VM to the network. You can pick a public IP address, select the address, and attach it to your VM. But there's more. You can also connect to a private network. These are private networks that you create with your own addressing and any subnet. They're isolated to just your use, and so now you can attach them to the virtual machine. Our cloud doesn't limit you on how many networks you can have or how many you can attach to a machine, so let's attach it to another set of subnets. You'll see here in subnet 123 and my 192 net. But not only can you assign them, you can actually set the performance. Our system allows you to dial in a specific performance guarantee for each of the networks. You'll see here I'll set one to 200, and now I'll set one to 300 megabits a second, and we guarantee that we'll continuously deliver that performance. You'll see on the disks you have the same option. You can dial in the performance for each of your boot disks or your attached disks. In this case, we'll set it to 5,000 IOPS. And again, you can attach more than one disk to a virtual machine, just like your networks. Let's choose a disk that already exists. We might want to attach this disk because we're clustering our Windows servers. And so now I dial the performance of this disk. Each one can be independently controlled in the system, and we guarantee that performance. That's it. We're ready to create the VM. By clicking Create, the system will go off, provision all of those resources, and tie it into the network. Let's take a look at the cloud storage. If we come up here and click on the buckets, you'll see that we can create a bucket to store our data in. You give it a name. This name is a DNS name that'll show up on the internet for you to be able to store and retrieve your data. You can optionally give it a description. And then you can set the redundancy between the single site or multi-site protection. You also get to select where you store it. By clicking Create, you'll see that it shows up within your workspace and you're ready to store your data. That's how easy it is to create a machine with controlled performance, total flexibility, as well as our cloud storage offering that makes it easy to create vast storage resources. All right. Thank you. So when we were building the Verizon Cloud, we strived to ensure it embodied two core features: simplicity and consistency. It had to be a simple architecture because we had to reach global scale and extreme operational efficiency. This flexible and consistent cloud is not just for one customer, it's for everyone. From the multinational corporation to the newest, leanest startup, the Verizon Cloud can fill the needs. At this point, you're probably asking yourselves how we did this. Verizon has invested in fundamental research and development in the areas of software-defined networking, hypervisor technology, storage services, and orchestration software. We took the key learnings from the last 5 years of deploying the enterprise cloud infrastructure as a service, and then went to address the solutions that we talked about, or the problems that we talked about earlier. We built a brand new architecture for the Verizon cloud, combining the best characteristics of the two existing public cloud architectures, automated infrastructure and commodity servers. This new architecture simplifies the overall system by reducing the number of hardware components while applying software solutions to deliver our features and functionality. By building the architecture this way, Verizon Cloud does not sacrifice performance or connectivity in order to get to a low cost. But we also don't use high-cost components to get to availability, reliability, and performance. We've incorporated features like ultra-flat networking to ensure consistently high performance across the entire infrastructure. Users can actually set the performance they need rather than having to build, tune, and adjust the infrastructure like you have to do in the data centers today. That's how we did it. Now, talk about what you get beyond flexibility. You can create virtual machines in literally seconds. We enable consistent storage performance independent of what others are doing in the cloud. Virtual machines can be connected to multiple networks to communicate with each other and the rest of the world. We also deliver a complete set of APIs for automated deployment, as well as a complete set of monitoring statistics for platform performance, ensuring customers receive the performance they need when they need it. And of course, we are working with our partners to develop a robust ecosystem that provides new features and services, such as file services, database as a service, queuing, messaging, and we'll be rapidly adding features going forward. So this platform has been in private beta since December. We've used it with internal workloads and worked with a number of partners and customers to help us refine it and make sure it meets your needs. I'm pleased to show a video where one of our early adopters shares their experiences and motivations for using the Verizon cloud platforms.
This really is a breakthrough offering. The Verizon Cloud Compute and Verizon Cloud Storage offerings are truly transformational in their capabilities. Those transformational capabilities give me the confidence to ensure that they are a key part of our go-forward strategy for how we bring all of our products and services to life. Having a cloud compute capability and a storage capability allows me to move many of my workloads to Verizon to leverage more of the Verizon networking and security offerings, and it enables me to really look at all of this in a more holistic way. I'm really excited about what this release means for Verizon's capabilities moving forward. This is really a foundational element for bringing so many of the assets and product roadmaps and capabilities and investments that Verizon is working on across the board together.
All right, what a great company. All right, you guys may wonder how serious we are about this new platform. We've already built this into data centers across the US, Latin America, and Europe. And we'll expand through the data centers in the Asia Pacific region during 2014. I want to thank you for letting me share this information with you this morning. I just want to close by saying that we are uniquely positioned to support your hybrid cloud needs with a continuum of services. And of course, we are backed by the power and the reliability of the Verizon network. I also want to give you a couple options to learn more. You can come down to our booth to actually get your hands on this new cloud at the demo stations, of course, or you can come and sign up at our website, VerizonEnterprise.com, where we're offering a controlled access to our public beta during this quarter. Thank you.